All right, bro. So, all right, bro. We know the United States is built upon being a federal nationalist government, right? And I really think, Nick, like I gotta break this shit down, right? So it's a federal Republican national government. So by federal, we know when we see the feds, we know when we see a RICO, we know when we see the police, right? We know these niggas colonize everybody, right? It's based upon a government, a treaty, right? Based upon when they took over Native Americans and then goddamn, oh, we promised, like they was like, hey, we gonna try to run shit, cause this and the third, and hey, we promise you we gonna give you your land. We gonna we gonna set shit up for y'all. Okay, you can look at that as like federal reserves and stuff like that for the Native Americans and things of that nature, right? Or like, oh, we promise you we gonna give you this money later down the line. You know what I'm saying? Breaking treaties, giving like false promises and things of that nature, right? This is a federal Republican nationalist government and shit like that. Nationalists being like, oh yeah, it's open world access to everybody, but really nationalists, it'd be like based upon that central government. Oh, they want to have a main thing where it's like a one world government. That's why they had that nationalist word, because they had to take over here, and they're from Europe with their night swords and shit like that, and suits of armor and shit like that, got on a boat and took over here. So that's where that whole nationalist concept come from and shit like that. Yeah, they have a specific way of how they run over here, but it's a one world government type thing. That's why we have like these different tree branches and shit like that. They all trying to make it one big ass tree and things of that nature, right? So boom, it being federal Republican just means a remix. It's a remix version of doing something for the public. So like a commoner, like what's that word, like Commonwealth and shit like that. So it being Commonwealth and it's remixed for the public, they're still gonna do their things behind closed doors. They still gonna do their occultist practice and shit like that, right? But they're gonna remix some shit to where it's like, okay, we're gonna have this government body, keyword body, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then to make a body, you need organs. We have this like central body, like it's like, bro, they dead ass look at it like, okay, we're like the brain and like the heart of this thing. But for like all the other organs, for it to be a system, okay, we have to care about what the people think. But it's remixed for the public, right? So they already do their own shit behind closed doors. They're only gonna tell you what they want to tell you. They ain't gonna make everything public. If they made everything public, niggas wouldn't even know what to do themselves. Like it'll be like make you not want to live for real, because you'll realize like we already know hell shit they already did. Because a lot of shit, they got this shit written down for real. Like they got it written down and shit, and they little archives and things of that nature, right? Like how we see the world. Like look at it like this: how the politicians and the celebrities and the people who be in these positions who run the world be seeing shit is way different how the public see the world. Keep in mind, the public make what's cool. The public make the money. The public make the resources. We make the value of the thing. All the way down to entertainment and just business, religion, politics, all that type of, like everything, just everything in general, right? They don't get this concept though. That's why, that's why it's remix. It's a remix version to what they go to the public, and they want to be the main brain and heart, but they still need us to like make it whatever the fuck it is, right? And then even if you want to go from a ethnicity standpoint, right, where it's like, oh, it was just them doing that, and they little buddies they got from Europe. Well, everybody from Europe, all the way down to England and Britain and Spanish and French and like Dutch and Portuguese, like it don't matter. Like Germany, all these niggas is like working together as a team. But then over time, that's why they had to go get Africans, Buffalo Soldiers and shit like that. That's why they had to go get Asians and Arabs and shit like that to help fight in their war so they can take over this shit. It was a whole 300-year process, like from the 1600s all the way up to the 1900s. And then by the time we got to the 1900s, that's when we got television and shit like that. And that's like propaganda. Oh, we can control niggas' minds. Like 1930s and shit like that. Like television, we can program niggas' minds and shit like that, right? Like literally, we know. They had, on like indigenous land, so basically like Canada, like North and South American shit like that. It was based off tribal kinship shit, like blood bonded relationship and shit like that, right? They all was the same ethnicity. They never wanted to leave this land because we already had a whole system and thing. Like we didn't feel like niggas who was already born here. They didn't feel the name. I'm saying like I'm part of that. I'm still a nigga. I'm still a foreigner. But like you get what I'm trying to say. Like yeah, they already had a system. They already had a thing. All they like when they colonized, they already just used that blueprint. They just remixed it. AKA we're a federal Republican national government and shit like that. Like that's how they run shit. It's a remix version of what was already laid down. They already had the blueprint template. They just remixed it to help benefit like they shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the original white people and stuff like that. When I be talking about white people, I'm talking about the ancestors, like the ones who got hard colonizing. You know what I'm saying? They dropped dick, rape, pillage, burn, everything. You know what I'm saying? Sign everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like try to get in where they fit in, just to colonize everybody and shit like that. Like poison the water, polluting the water. Like you know what I'm saying? Like all that type shit, right? So like their main thing, like I said, they want to be the brain and heart, and then leave like the oil organs and the function and the blood flow to everybody else and this that nature, right? It's like they want us because you can't because look. It don't matter how many people you kill and you try to program and colonize. You can't make everybody think the same way how you think. You can see that day to day in real life and shit like that. Even me doing these videos and things of that nature, right? Not everyone's gonna have the same perspective of how I think, but then, you know what I'm saying? If you're doing a real relatable, compromising type way, okay, we can find some type of neutrality or like common ground to where, okay, this can benefit everybody and it's like genuine. And then if you can't get there, okay, go somewhere else to where you can find your community, like find your spirit family, your soul tribe, and all that type of shit, right? They don't think from like a genuine perspective whatsoever and shit like that. They be worried about shit like defense and like international relations and shit like that. They trying to know the whole world and trying to control the whole world so it can maintain that one world government. And we all think in one way, but they always think from a material perspective, then a spiritual perspective from one, and then two, from it being federal Republican, okay, we have a federal system, but we have these elected officials, shit like that. So when you sit there, you go on the news, or you see these politicians, or like people in y'all town that y'all know locally, based upon mayors and governors and shit like that, right? Back in the day, based upon ancestors, these was generals and things of that nature, and they had this manifest destiny concept, right? To where, like, they want to be God, and they feel like when they saw God, they like, oh yeah, we supposed to take over this land. Like, it's right for us to do this, even though y'all fucked up for that. Like, a lot of these niggas, they spirits don't evaporate. Like, they not here, they gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of these niggas ancestors. That's why, like, when I be saying these white folks, I'm talking white folks in government, based on nepotism and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Little Jimmy, who be wearing short, or little Ian, who be wearing them short shorts, and them goddamn, fucking, the Dynasty camo, outfits and things of that nature, with them fucking, no shoelace shoes and things of that nature, right? He grew up around a whole bunch of niggas and other coaches and shit like that. Asians, just in general. Even if you stay in an urban area and you a super white boy, like it's just gonna, it's either you gonna be like Eminem, or it's gonna be on some like, you still white, or like you still country, but you grew up around niggas. So you just can't be doing no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still grew up around niggas. Like, you still grew up with like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Because the way it had gotten over time, based upon we stopped doing the segregation shit and all that other stuff. So it's like, you still grew up around other individuals, other people, and you gotta relate, especially if you want to cultivate something for yourself. You need people. So like, you can't just cut off a certain space, a certain, like, you can't put everybody in a fucking box. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, yeah, it's like infrastructure and shit like that. Like, you still need everybody else. So like, they be trying to, see, that's why I said, what was the point of UN then? That's international relations. Why are we still going through wars then? Why are we still going through these issues and stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? Internationally, you want everyone to be on this one thing, but clearly from how y'all getting rejected, not everyone want to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to uphold some shit based upon your ancestors and shit like that, right? But we can see, we got our own problems that y'all already done, like, made that shit our problems based upon like bills and like taxes and like what you feel like what's great for America, because we gotta make America great again, because this and the third. Y'all colonize motherfuckers. We already done built our own thing, and we cool. Like, without y'all can go home to Europe at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll figure it out on our own. Like, we already got our own thing. Y'all just, the only reason, like, y'all made that shit look cool because it's like a bribery system. But y'all make the money, but we gotta give the value based upon the economy of what it means in the first place. And shit like that. So if you take that shit away, I'm like, nigga, we're just gonna make up a new way of trading, like a new, like, currency, like a new value. They got nothing to do with y'all money, with y'all ancestors, with y'all dollar bill, based upon the Mount Rushmore concept and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're just gonna make a new education. We're just gonna make a new entertainment industry. We're just gonna make a new political system. We're just gonna make a new kinship, nigga. Like, we're just gonna make a new everything. Like, without y'all included, without y'all diluting shit to make it like a remix thing for the public and shit like that. So like, when y'all be psyoping motherfuckers and y'all be assimilating and initiating motherfuckers away from their hometown and they culture, so they can be in y'all culture, and then you make niggas feel like, oh yeah, I'm doing this for my culture. What, you colonize everybody and you trying to tell us how to go about shit, right? But then when a nigga make his own little shit, his own language, his own, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't like that. Like they don't, like, if anything, they be trying to discover that shit. Like, niggas who be living in isolation and shit like that, or like small towns and shit like that, they be trying to find these little ways to like get everybody business so they can gentrify in some type of way. That's what they doing to Atlanta right now. That's why they added so much shit, because they see a whole bunch of people just coming over here in general, because they still want to have they palm on everything. But it's like, there's grander reasons why niggas doing that and shit like that. It's the way niggas are cultivating in the frequency, vibration, energy over here and shit like that. I'm starting to get off topic. Like, I'm starting to go on a long ramble. But like, y'all get what I'm saying. Like, you can't forget, this is a federal Republican nationalist government. That's how they run shit. It's a remix thing, and they trying to be like the brain and the heart. And then all the other organs, we build it up. That's why they have these elected officials, and they feeling like, oh, well, y'all voted for them. But it's like, nigga, they had to get assimilated and initiated into y'all system that's already based upon colonizing anyway. We ain't thinking like that no more. Like, we ain't thinking that negative. We ain't trying to control the world and shit based upon y'all having small dick problems and shit like that. We ain't trying to control the world. We just trying to get in when we fit in this country, just in general. So like when y'all be talking about, oh yeah, we doing this for like, you're not no true American unless you do this, that, and the third. I'm like, so like colonizing and shit, bro, that's the only way I be looking at this shit. Like you had to assimilate and initiate motherfuckers, and then the officials y'all be hiring, they got so whitewashed, aka a vague idea of like they're unemotional. They're not being genuine. They're just trying to they're just trying to hold up some type of like idea of the concept of what y'all want them to be because y'all want everyone on this central one world government shit and you want to control the whole world. And if you control the whole world, that was when you die, you gonna go to heaven because hey, you was able to influence the whole world. It's more manipulation tactics. Like what the fuck? That's weird. Like that's like an ego narcissism way to look at it. That's weird as fuck. So yeah, so it's like yeah, don't forget that shit. We in a whole federal Republican nationalist society. Don't be trying to go for that shit. Anything you be saying that's federal, and y'all know what the fuck I mean when I say that. Anything you be saying that's like remix to the public, and we not in on gas prices, we not in on the decisions y'all making before y'all make these like kind of like that one big ass bill and shit like that. We're not in on it. Like all y'all decisions y'all be doing on co-pedestals behind closed doors and shit like nigga, we not in on it. The people not in on it. So every time y'all do some shit, and then y'all think that it benefit everybody. No, it just benefit y'all. And then we just have to deal with like y'all dumping y'all trash on us, and we clean up the street. Like we clean it up. And shit, y'all don't want to clean up y'all shit. And then when we sit there and be like, y'all don't clean up y'all shit, we don't give a fuck about y'all thing. Oh, then it turn negative, then it turn to more sobs, then it turn to AI, then it turn to fucking martial law, then it turn to, nah, it's y'all fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, I'm like a little ass kid. And like, bro, like little ass kids. Like these niggas act like kids, bro. Like, you want to throw the rock, then hide your hand. Like, fuck wrong with these niggas? Like, don't be like these niggas, bro. You can't forget that shit. Federal Republican nationalist government and shit like that. That's how they run shit. You gotta stop doing that, man. Cultivate your own shit. Cultivate your own shit, on God.